Welcome to the next installment of our series, Disturbing Destinations, in which we explore the darker side of the world's towns, cities, and states. There will be 5 chapters to these videos: ghost stories and paranormal events originating from the location itself, true crime case files of major murders or disappearances that took place in the area, specific stories of cryptids or mythical creatures as told by the locals' folklore, UFO sightings, and other supernatural phenomenon known to frequent the region, and an especially unsettling mystery that is legend to the town, province, etc. We're continuing this series with California, or the Golden State, known for its gorgeous mountain ranges, vast deserts, sun-kissed coastlines, and some of the biggest cities in the United States. Underneath California's natural beauty lies a hidden history tinged with darkness, waiting to be unveiled. Embark on a bone-chilling expedition with us as we delve into the spine-tingling tales that haunt the Golden State. From a series of bizarre child disappearances near Los Angeles to the unsettling Fresno Nightcrawlers captured on film, we'll take you on a journey of emotions in this next chapter of Disturbing Destinations. As always, hit those lights, sit back, and enjoy. The Ghosts of La Purisima. The tales of ghostly spirit soldiers haunting La Purisima Mission State Historic Park are as famous as the surrounding wildlife landmarks, such as the fields of flowers and legendary surf. Over time, the volunteers and guides spending long hours at the historic park, sharing stories about the mission's architecture and the lives of both the Catholic Church and the Native Americans who once lived there, have recounted various ghostly encounters. Sometimes, visitors describe feeling cold spots inside the mission church or a sensation of being watched. Other times, TV crews filming paranormal reality shows, like the Travel Channel's Ghost Adventures, have captured hot spots on cameras showing infrared images. These spots were filmed overnight on the grounds where a deadly battle took place in 1824 between Indians and soldiers. Nearly 40 years prior, the mission, founded by a Spanish priest in 1787, was the 11th of 21 Franciscan missions established in California. Initially, it flourished with thousands of Chumash natives joining the Catholic Church, constructing over 100 adobe buildings, developing water systems, cultivating crops and livestock. However, this colonization brought devastating diseases, causing the deaths of many Chumash. Livestock grazing also drastically altered the landscape, impacting traditional hunting and gathering grounds. In 1812, an earthquake severely damaged the mission, leading to its relocation 4 miles northwest. Despite efforts to rebuild, La Purisima faced challenges due to Mexico's rebellion against Spain, leading to food shortages and exploitation of the Chumash for labor. After Father Payeras' death in 1823, tensions escalated, culminating in a Chumash uprising in 1824, swiftly quelled by Spanish soldiers. Following years of hardship, La Purisima disbanded in the 1840s, falling into ruin until its revival in 1934 as a state park. However, alongside its historical significance, the site became associated with ghostly legends, with reports of eerie whispers, mysterious shapes, and cold drafts. Many believe these phenomena stem from the restless spirits of the deceased Chumash. In one modern instance, the TV crew claimed to capture a green shape resembling a spirit soldier on camera, complete with a leather jacket, hat, and sash, although the figure lacked legs. Some individuals, like longtime park guide Bill Henry, incorporate their ghostly experiences into presentations for the thousands of visitors who come to the mission annually. Henry often shares stories about the mission's history with visitors, including its Chumash tribe's origins and the construction of the mission using approximately 2 million adobe bricks. Some docents, like D. Lonan, attest to encountering strange phenomenon firsthand. Lonan describes witnessing a neatly made bed inside locked living quarters being mysteriously disturbed, as if someone had slept there overnight. While some skeptics suggest explanations like homeless people sneaking in or wild animals nesting, others remain convinced that the occurrences defy logical explanation. Park Ranger Teresa Armours, while pessimistic herself, acknowledges that numerous visitors have reported paranormal experiences. Several paranormal groups have even visited the park, setting up equipment to record sounds and images, claiming to have evidence of supernatural activity. In his book, Ghosts of the Haunted Coast, author Richard L. Sennett recounts leading a group of students and psychic researchers on a visit to the park. Independently, members of the group reported feeling cold spots and an unsettling atmosphere inside the Mission Church building. Sennett also documents an encounter with a former mission docent who recalled unearthing small skeletons beneath the church's floor tiles during restoration work in the 1940s. These findings seem to correlate with the cold spots felt within the church. La Purisima mission bears witness to tragic events that have left a lasting impact, with tales of hauntings echoing through its halls, leaving visitors and staff alike with a sense of intrigue and terror. Devil's Gate Reservoir. The area surrounding Devil's Gate Dam in Pasadena, California, holds a history fraught with eerie and unsettling events that have left many searching for answers. One of the most prominent cases dates back to August 5th, 1956, when two children, Donald Lee Baker and Brenda Howell, vanished without a trace during a bike ride near San Gabriel Reservoir. Their disappearance sparked an extensive search effort involving Azusa police, Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputies, and hundreds of volunteers. Despite the search, the only remnants of the children found were their bicycles and Brenda's jacket. For 13 years, the fate of Donald and Brenda remained unknown until Mac Ray Edwards, a man involved in building Southern California's freeways, confessed to their kidnapping and murder, along with 3 other children. Edwards, sentenced to death at his own request, evaded execution by hanging himself in his prison cell in 1970. However, the mystery surrounding Devil's Gate didn't end there. In 1957, 8-year-old Tommy Bowman vanished while hiking with his family near Devil's Gate. Bowman vanished while hiking with his family in Arroyo Cinco Canyon, Altadena, California, on March the 23rd, 1957. He had told his relatives he would run ahead to their vehicle, but never arrived. A week later, a letter arrived at Tommy's home claiming he was alive and being cared for by an unknown person. Another letter sent to a newspaper stated Tommy was living in Oklahoma, but the truth of these claims remained uncertain. Mac Ray Edwards, the aforementioned serial killer, was also a suspect in Tommy's case. Although Edwards admitted to killing 3 children and confessed to other murders, including those of Baker, Howell, and Roger Madison, he was not charged due to lack of bodies. After Edwards took his own life, a letter allegedly penned by him to his wife surfaced after his death, confessing to Tommy's murder. The proximity of Edwards' workplace, Cursed Construction, located less than half a mile away from where Tommy disappeared, lends credibility to his confession. In 1960, 6-year-old Bruce Kremen disappeared during a camping trip in Angeles National Forest on July the 12th, accompanied by approximately 80 other boys from the YMCA in the same vicinity where Tommy vanished. He was last seen playing with 2 other children near Buckhorn Flat. Despite being only 300 yards away from the campsite, Bruce never made it back, leaving searchers baffled by his sudden disappearance. Initially, authorities assumed Bruce may have become lost or injured in the rugged terrain, which included cliffs and chasms. Despite an extensive search effort, no trace of Bruce was found, leaving investigators to suspect foul play in his disappearance. Speculation about a curse or jinx haunting Devil's Gate quickly began to circulate, with some pointing to the activities of Jack Parsons, a rocket scientist and occultist associated with Aleister Crowley. Parsons' mansion in Pasadena became a hub for occult rituals, including ones involving L. Ron Hubbard, the future founder of Scientology. Some theories suggest that these rituals, conducted in the late 1940s, have opened a portal to another dimension near Devil's Gate, attracting negative energies responsible for the tragic events that unfolded in the area. While these speculations remain unproven, they add an eerie layer to the already mysterious history of Devil's Gate, leaving many to wonder about the true nature of the forces at play in this mysterious yet normal-looking location. Fresno Nightcrawler. The Fresno Nightcrawler, also known as the Fresno Alien, has garnered attention for its enigmatic appearances captured on video. These sightings occurred in Fresno, California, and Yosemite National Park, both in California. Although some initially suggest ties to Native American folklore, subsequent investigations debunked these claims, leaving the origin of the creature shrouded in mystery. In Fresno, the first recorded sighting occurred when a man named Jose noticed particular figures on his front lawn through a surveillance camera. The discovery followed the barking of his dogs, prompting him to review the footage with his brother. Unfortunately, by the time investigators arrived, any physical evidence had been erased by environmental factors. The original CCTV footage vanished, leaving only a grainy recording from a monitor as evidence of the encounter. Check it out. The second sighting, dubbed the Carmel Area Creature, took place near Carmel, California. Witnesses, including a former Marine and his wife, reported encountering a 7-foot-tall, slender, grey creature while driving. The encounter left them shaking with one witness recalling a bizarre encounter involving a strange being crossing the road. The unidentified man said, "We recently bought a place in the Fort Hill area in southeast Highland County. We first noticed after about 30 days of living here that we suddenly have a perfect circle that stays fresh green, no matter what weather, in our front yard. On Friday night, the 12th, we were driving home. After turning onto Carmel Road, which leads to our road, we went around the curve by the Camel Church and then up a small incline, and approximately 10 feet over the incline and in front of our truck, the alien ran across the road and into the woods." Similar sightings, often likened to the Carmel area creature, have surfaced in Ohio, describing a thin, armless, pale white humanoid entity. These reports further add to the mystique surrounding the Fresno Nightcrawler phenomenon, 2,000 miles away. Subsequent sightings of the Nightcrawler have been reported in various locations, including Yosemite, California, Poland, and Billings, Montana. Video footage captured during the encounter in Yosemite specifically depicts creatures with distinct features, including short, stilt-like legs, disproportionately small upper bodies, and an absence of discernible arms. An elderly couple, troubled by recurring break-ins on their private property in Yosemite, decided to install a security camera focused on their driveway to monitor visitors. To their surprise, the camera captured peculiar entities reminiscent of the Fresno Nightcrawlers. Notably, these larger specimens exhibit webbing connecting their knees to their torso, further adding to the intrigue surrounding their appearance. The Fresno Nightcrawler gained widespread attention when it featured on an episode of Sci-Fi's Fact or Faked Paranormal Files. Despite efforts to explain the phenomenon, investigators deem the Nightcrawler's existence unexplainable, leaving many intrigued by the mystery of these elusive creatures. 2021 Twentynine Palms UFO. In April 2021, a peculiar event unfolded over Twentynine Palms, California, as numerous witnesses spotted an unidentified flying object, UFO, hovering over the Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center at Camp Wilson. The sighting, lasting approximately 10 minutes, drew the attention of over 50 eyewitnesses, including several Marines undergoing training at the base. According to reports, the UFO remained stationary in the sky, prompting many Marines to capture footage of the mysterious object using their smartphones. Describing the event, one Marine expressed astonishment, stating that the lights seemed to appear suddenly, leaving everyone perplexed. Another Marine dismissed the possibility of the lights being flares, emphasizing their lack of movement. The triangular formation of lights bore resemblance to the famous Phoenix Lights sighting of March 1997 in Arizona. The UFO made its appearance at 8:20 p.m. and, after hovering over the base for 9 minutes, prompted a significant response from the Marines. Ground units were mobilized, helicopters dispatched, and flares fired in an attempt to illuminate the object. However, the UFO vanished before a thorough investigation could be conducted. Despite the absence of a conclusive explanation, witnesses remained convinced that what they saw was unlike anything they had encountered before. Speculation arose about the nature of the object, with some suggesting it could be extraterrestrial in origin. "We all came out and looked. Those lights appeared out of nowhere," one Marine said. "They were just kind of baffled. Nobody could recognize it." "This was something none of us had ever seen before," another Marine added. "I don't think it was anything US military. Definitely some type of UFO. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell that was," they added. The footage of the lights emerged amid increasing interest in UFO sightings, with the officer of the Director of National Intelligence reporting nearly 400 additional sightings over the past year. Experts analysing the footage estimate the silent UFO to be as large as a 3-bedroom, 2-story house, labelling the sighting as a dream UFO case. Santa Cruz Mystery Spot. In the heart of California lies a peculiar place where the rules of physics seem to take a back seat. Known as the Santa Cruz Mystery Spot, this enigmatic location has drawn curious visitors since its discovery in 1939. Situated just north of Santa Cruz, this 150-foot wide patch of land has become renowned for its bizarre phenomena that defy conventional explanation. Originally intended as a site for summer cabins, the land surrounding the mystery spot was found to exhibit peculiar characteristics during surveys. Instruments malfunctioned, and visitors experienced sensations of imbalance and dizziness, prompting the abandonment of development plans. Instead, the owners transformed the site into a tourist attraction, capitalizing on its mysterious allure. Visitors to the mystery spot are greeted with a series of mind-bending experiences housed with a hillside shack positioned over the vortex. Inside, plumb bobs hang askew, billiard balls appear to roll uphill, and individuals seemingly defy gravity as they stand at impossible angles. Numerous theories attempt to unravel the mysteries of the Santa Cruz Mystery Spot. Some speculate about electromagnetic anomalies or geophysical forces at work, while others entertain notions of buried UFO guidance systems distorting the laws of gravity. However, skepticism persists, with some attributing the optical illusions to architectural trickery within the shack itself. Regardless of scientific explanations, the allure of the mystery spot remains undiminished, drawing visitors seeking to experience its inexplicable phenomena firsthand. From the absence of squirrels to the wonky behavior of compasses, the mystery spot continues to confound and intrigue all who venture into its perplexing realm. Despite efforts to demystify its secrets, the Santa Cruz Mystery Spot remains an enduring tourism enigma, inviting speculation and wonder from all who encounter its peculiarities.